Good evening, everybody. This is Rob Johnson with the Straggett Media Network coming to you from Louisville Leopard Stadium as we have a great matchup tonight between the Louisville Lady Leopards soccer team versus the Revere Minutemen. Should be an interesting matchup as the Lady Leopards coming in with quite a few players coming back from last year where they finished 10-6-1, did fall in the playoffs 1-0 to a strong Notre Dame Cathedral Latin team 1-0. Revere, who finished 7-9-1 last year, they're hoping to improve on a away schedule that they finished 2-7. So this is Louisville's home opener and season opener and Revere's season opener. So it should be a fun matchup. Early start here. I'm joined tonight by Arden Lingenhol and Coach Mark Dillon from the boys soccer team. Howdy, guys.
Nice night.
Yeah, it should be a nice night. It was a lot better than it was for the boys last night, as the boys came away victorious 3-1. It was pretty crazy. It was a monsoon most of the night last night, but definitely better weather for the girls tonight.
That keeps the turf nice and cool.
Yes, it does. Yeah, we had a lot of sliding around last night, but again, better weather. So we should be getting the starting lineups here in just a few minutes. So we're going to take a step back, pay a few bills, and we'll be back after this. This is the Straggett Media Network.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
Life is tough. At Notre Dame, Ohio State, and in my life thereafter, I've had to walk through situations that were as challenging as it gets. A large part of my ability to overcome the challenges were the determination and toughness I learned as a Leopard athlete. Your challenge today is tough. They want to push you around and take what's yours. Fight hard and rise to the challenge to show yourself that in years to come, that as your life gets hard, you'll have the intestinal fortitude to overcome. For many years, you have trained and practiced for this moment. And show what you got.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
Cheerleading techniques with Tori. Located at 133 East Main Street, Louisville, Ohio. Call today, 330-573-4580.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. Located in 440 East State Street Alliance and 295 North Ellsworth Avenue, Salem, we offer the highest standard of care in podiatry. We seek to make your visit simple, stress-free, and effective.
We're back here at Louisville Leopard Stadium for Lady Leopard soccer tonight against Revere. Going to be a fun matchup, guys. I'm joined on the mic tonight with Coach Mark Dillon of the boys soccer team and Arden Lingenhole. Thanks for being on with us tonight, guys.
Hey, no problem.
Not a problem, Rob. Got about 5 minutes till start.
Well, and I can ask Coach Dillon this. Last night, obviously, we had the first game of the season. Always got that early year jitters, trying to get things going. What do you think's going through the head for these girls tonight?
I'm kind of thinking that they're going to enjoy the weather tonight versus what we had last night.
Yeah.
So I think, with them coming out tonight, they'll probably be a little bit excited. Always playing at home in front of your fans and at the stadium. You have the support of the boys team here. They always that's one of the things that's really cool about this is the teams support each other. Like the girls team comes watch the boys play. The boys come and watch the girls team. We make sure they get out of practice so they can get over here and do so.
That's a great bonding thing for them.
Yes.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the girls definitely showed up last night. A few of them looked like they had just played some football back in the 80s on grass field. That's quite hilarious.
Rumor has it they had a diving header competition at their practice.
I love it.
Perfect time to do that.
So 3 minutes left to go. We should be getting into our lineups here. We're just waiting for the cue from the field. And
Yeah, it looks like we got a few Revere fans over there.
yeah, not a huge crowd over there, so it should be to our advantage, and especially with the boys here in the stands. They like to get a little rowdy.
Yeah, I think they tend to be a little vocal.
In fact, Coach Como was laughing the other night. He was like, oh, boy. He's like, yeah, they like to let everybody know they're here. So for the folks at home, we're going to have 40-minute halves and a 10-minute halftime. Sounds like they wound down the music. They'll start to get things ready here. Referees have their final conversation, and here comes the girls. Walking out.
I love those new goalie uniforms. Those are nice.
Yeah, they really stand out.
What the hell are you doing?
Nice bright red. Now, maybe Coach can answer this for us. I've always wondered why the goalies have such different uniforms from the rest of the team.
It's to kind of help the refs out a little bit, because if you had the same colored jerseys as your team, they're allowed to use their hands. So you have same colored shirts jumping around, grabbing the ball. They're going to kind of get confused a little bit. So it's kind of, you want to have contrast between the teams so they can clearly identify which one on the field is the goalkeeper.
We definitely have contrast.
Yes. And as you can tell, Revere's white, so those red uniforms. Now, here's where you're going to probably get a little confusion. Is I'm surprised the referees decided to wear their red jerseys tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah,
and then their coach on the other team has red, but that the coaches don't usually come into play at all.
We got our captains out there. We have Mazzy Miller, and we have Natalie Lab and Paige Falk. And they're all seniors.
You're watching Louisville Leopard Athletics.
They're deciding who's going to kick off and who's going to what goals they're going to defend to start the game.
I'm excited to see how this team plays, as they played pretty strong during the preseason, and with a lot of young talent playing last year, they have a pretty good balance on this team this year, I think.
Yeah, we finally got some seniors. We got quite a few seniors, quite a few juniors, so we're pretty strong with the upper class.
We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect.
So we'll take a step back for the announcer here at the stadium with the starting lineups, and we'll be right back.
Now let's meet the players in tonight's game. Starting with the Revere High School girls soccer roster. Number 40, Bella Gartland. Number 33, Erin Shelby. Number 28, Chloe Calagras. Number 24, Ashlyn Pouch. Number 22, Emma Yost. Number 21, Kenzie Henrietta. Number 19, Charlotte Doyle. Number 18, Rachel Reves. Number 17, Sophia Jacob. Number 16, Bryn Price. Number 15, Carly Morrison. Number 14, Taylor Catlett. Number 13, Eliana Humphrey. Number 9, Paige Gentile. Number 4, Anna Tompkins. And number 2, Kara Perez. And now for the starting lineup for Revere. Number 29, Sierra White. Number 27, Haley Fashionkow. Number 20, Dylan Meach. Number 11, Lily Hughes. Number 10, Kaylin Schultz. Number 7, Olivia Jacob. Number 6, Emily Gerleski. Number 5, Natasha Penderach. And for your captains, Kayla Smith, number 34. Number 12, Haley Jenke. And number 0, Abby Thomas. And now for the Little Leopard soccer team. On the IR, number 9, Peyton Shelton. Number 23, Carolina Bell. Number 26, Peyton Novacell. Number 25, Reese Riley. Number 24, Haley Pope. Number 0, Tristan Edgen. Number 15, Ashley Arian. Number 21, Riley Sells. Number 5, Olivia Youngin. And number 2, Madly Manley. And now for your starting lineup. Number 7, Lily Lab. Numbers 10, Sammy Beatty. Number 17, Alyssa Ligenhole. Number 20, Olivia Lewis. Number 8, Sydney Sheldon. Number 14, Ava Heckman. And now your starting 11, number 4, Violet Lab. Number 16, Alyssa Schulig. Number 3, Lola Lucas. Number 1, Audrey Mercier. Number 12, Reese Klein. Number 9, Peyton Allen. Number 13, Reagan Beery. Number 6, Micaiah Sells. And now for your captains, number 19, Mazzy Miller. Number 18, Paige Folk. And number 11, Natalie Ladd. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. I would like to announce Revere's head coach Dave Howson and varsity assistant coach Pat Single, and the head coach for the Louisville staff, Coach Dale Mitchell, assistant coaches Zach Boehm and Maria Hobeck.
All right, guys, here we go. Leopards. Minutemen. Here it comes. Tell you what, with this motley crew, Kickstart My Heart gets me fired up, guys.
Oh, I'm sure there's emotions running high down there.
Oh, I bet you're right about that one tonight.
Be important to get off to a good start here.
Typically what you see is like Revere usually has pretty good sports teams. The boys team on the soccer side, they've been pretty good the last few years. I mean, they've made deep runs into the state playoffs, so it'll be interesting to see what the girls team looks like.
Yeah, the JV matched up pretty well, 0-0, and they were pretty much neutral on both sides.
Revere very aggressive early on.
I think we got to get into the flow of the game and try to dominate the ball on our end. Revere seems to be moving the ball pretty well.
From a coaching perspective, usually at the beginning of the game, what I like to look for is how's the other team lining up? Is there anything that we can expose? It looks like Revere's lining up as a 4-3-3 with a narrow midfield triangle in the middle. So where can you find some, I guess, areas in their defense that you guys can exploit? From up here, it makes it real easy.
Yeah, we don't have any coaching from the press box in soccer.
Right. It'd be nice to phone a friend down on the field and say, hey, listen, this is what I see.
Yeah, the lab girls are back this year after some torn ACLs, which is very promising.
Now that had to be tough. All three lab sisters tore ACLs. Out of bounds, should be Leopard ball here. Looks like Paige Folk is going to do the throw in. Taken away by the Lady Minutemen. Very quick up the field. Defense there. Again, nice defense by the Lady Leps to get it out of their end.
Oh, nice try.
Potential danger anytime you get it down in your own end. Nice play there.
We have a goal kick. Audrey Mercier, she's first-year goalkeeper, and her keeper skills are excellent. She's taking the place of Amelia Handrahan.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Well, she's seems to be what I've seen. Just she's got some pretty good tools.
Back and forth right now. Leopard's working hard. And Revere will go back and reset. Would we get a push there, guys?
Yeah, we have a penalty on that. So Revere will kick. Violet Labs trying to get that ball up to her sister Natalie in the front, trying to get something started here.
Just feels like they're trying to work into a rhythm right now. Some strong passing by Revere right here. Taking it back, resetting.
I would say each team's had a decent amount of possession a little bit. They're trying to get the ball up the field. Revere is very good in possession, what it looks like so far. Louisville's been able to defend pretty well. Sometimes early on in games, too, you want to kind of feel out your opponent, try to figure out what they're trying to do, what can you neutralize, who their players are, what they're trying to build through, some of those things. Early on in the season, you usually don't have like a lot of film on the other team to kind of watch. As the season goes on, you can do some scouting, get to some games, get film from other schools. And you can get a little bit more prepared for games throughout the season. Beginning of the season is hard, though.
Yeah, I tried to go looking for information on Revere, and you're right, there was not much out there. Most of it was from last year. Nice stop by the goalkeeper.
You like to see your keeper get off the line pretty quick and come and get that ball if there's nobody there. Did a good job there.
We had a little shove there. So Revere will get a kick, free kick here. Or penalty kick. Here comes Violet. Tried to lead pass. Alyssa Shelley out there, just couldn't quite get it out far enough in front. Here's a cross. A little bit.
A little bit far. Ball went out of bounds, goes over to Revere here at the 28-minute mark in the first half.
Even matchup so far. I mean, Louisville's had some opportunities down at this end. Revere's been down at our end a little bit, but it's cagey affair right now.
Throw in Louisville. Paige Falk will throw in. She's great at throwing in, I'll tell you. She does a great job. She does most of the corner kicks, too.
Yeah, anytime you can get a long throw-in, it's a weapon because you can almost get a corner kick off long throws, especially in the offensive end.
Revere's getting a little deep. Nope. Nice stop. Score by Revere.
There's some good combination play from Revere there. Able to work it up to the center forward and able to turn and hit a nice low shot. I'm gonna say Louisville looked very organized. I mean, early in the season, you like to you're still working through things, trying to figure some things out, and they do look very organized, which is good early in the season. Which, you know, a lot of the teams, you know, we've been going since June working on specific things, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, Revere got a one-on-one match up there, and the girl put a nice move on.
Louisville definitely needs to get out of this end here. Potential danger again. Nice stop by the goalkeeper.
Oh. Yep. Coach isn't happy with that. One of the Revere players tried to block the goal or punt from the keeper.
Okay, here comes Alyssa Schilling. Cross.
And a handball on Louisville.
That's the place to put the ball.
Forgive us for the folks at home. We had a little bit of a clock issue, but we've got it back under control here.
Sid Shelton just came in. She's been off. She had, I think, ACL problems too. But she's just getting back going, and so she came in for Mazzy Miller.
Well, I'll tell you what, the team played very well last year, considering they did fight through a lot of injuries last year. Saw a lot of freshmen get opportunities last year that maybe without the injuries they probably don't get that time.
Well, that's why we ended up not having a JV team most of the year.
Good play by Louisville there to get out of the backfield. You want to keep possession a little bit like they've been doing, and then once you can break a layer, like they just did there, you can leave some defensive players in the dust. So that pass there cut out probably 3 or 4 Revere players, and then let them build their counterattack.
Coming up on 20 minutes, halfway through the first half here.
Revere's making some changes. Sid got sandwiched there a little bit. So we got a penalty.
Good stop to that counterattack, stepping in, breaking up the play.
(18-17) left here in the first half. I will say that Revere looks very quick to the ball. They seem to get to the ball very, very quickly.
They space very well. They do a great job of spacing. Cross by Revere.
They're offsides.
Coach, that's the best defense, right?
Yes, but you're relying on the referees to kind of help you out, and sometimes that doesn't work out in your favor.
You don't want to take that risk.
No.
And for the folks at home, maybe you can explain offsides a little better for the folks at home.
Yeah, basically the rule is you got to have two defenders behind the ball, and usually one of those is the goalie. But if for some reason your goalie's at midfield, that person does not count. You still need two defenders behind the ball. So if I'm ahead of those two defenders, then I'm usually offsides.
It's so funny. I've been covering this game for a few years now, and I still struggle with that.
And I think one of the things that makes it a little bit more difficult too, it's when the ball is played, right? So you have a couple specific examples where you can't be offsides if you're on your half of the field. So for example, if all of Louisville's girls were up at the 40-yard line, I can go stand on the 50 and not be offsides, even though the goalie's the only thing back there. So that's one of the things. And then the other thing is, sometimes the referees have a hard time, shifting their head. So these linesmen are looking at the play back here where someone's kicking it and it may travel in the air 30 yards. And by that time, I'm already 5 yards past somebody, and they just swing their head around, and I'm by the last guy. And, they think I'm offsides. So that's why it's somewhat difficult for referees to kind of call something like that. So things get missed like that, but you can't blame when the ball's moving so quickly. It's one of those hard things to kind of see.
And we started to get a little push there, and then we got a penalty.
And circling back, a couple other things I want to just mention about offsides, since you asked about it earlier. There's a few times that you can't be offsides. One is on a throw-in. So, I can go stand behind the last defender and not be offsides. There's two other instances where you can't be offsides, and one is you really don't think about it because it's very infrequent anything gets called. It's on a corner kick. You can't be offsides. And then the last one, which not too many people know, because just in this game at the high school level, it's very difficult to do. But on goal kicks, you can't be offside. So, for example, Louisville has a goal kick. I can go stand down at their 30 behind everybody, and if someone's able to kick it that far, I'm on sides. So that one you really don't see too much. It's very, very difficult to kind of execute. But those are the three times you can't be offsides in a game. But let me tell you, if it can be a weapon if you do have a goalie that can kick that far. Another team doesn't know the rule; they'll push up to the 50, and you're sitting back there going, "All right, play it to me."
For those basketball players, that's called cherry picking.
Hey,
that's why they have the offsides rule.
Hey, if somebody doesn't know the rule like that and you can exploit it, that's good. Trust me, you can't do it 2 times in a game. They'll learn very quickly that what you're trying to do there. Quick restart by Revere there. You kind of want to try to catch your team, the other team that you're playing against sleeping, which Louisville did a very good job of defending that. They tried to restart real quick, and it didn't kind of happen.
Here we go. There's a shot off the crossbar. That was a strong shot.
Goalkeeper might have got her hands on that to kind of help save that.
I'm sure as a goalkeeper, that has to be a very sick feeling when you know it may or may not be. Nice stop, nice save. Oh, goal.
No, they're going to.
Oh, she gave him the thumbs up. That's kind of. Thought there was a little contact there.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call penalty on Revere on that.
I think they're going to check right now to make sure.
Yeah, I think.
It looked like she got her hand kicked.
Well, a lot of times when you have a kick over the goalkeeper's head, the keeper's going to try to punch it over, and that's what Audrey did, but she hit the crossbar when she punched, and then the ball came back out. We were just a little slow to get to the ball there.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
Are they really? Well, that's a judgment call there.
Yeah, that's unlucky. The goalie did a good job in the last 2 shots to kind of deflect them over the crossbar, or up to the crossbar.
Yeah, that's about your only saving grace is to try to punch it. That's over your head.
Potential danger here.
Oh.
They're not calling that in the box, I hope.
Looks like the contact started outside the box, so hopefully they pull it back a little bit.
But it's going to be right to the edge of the box. We're going to have penalty kick here.
Louisville setting up a wall there. So since Revere asked for their 10 yards, the restart will happen on the whistle now. Sometimes some of the kids don't understand that, once you ask for 10, The ref will have to restart with a whistle. We've been guilty with in the past of actually not waiting for the whistle and actually scoring and then kind of figuring what's going on.
Boy, that was a nice kick.
It's 3 crossbars here in the last few minutes. So see, there's a perfect example of kind of offsides, right? That girl played the ball into the air, kind of hung up there for a while. A couple of their girls ran in. By the time that linesman probably looks over, you're probably looking at, hey, I'm offsides. But they weren't.
So basically, in high school soccer, Coach, we don't have any extra time after the fact. We just get a stoppage of the clock.
That is true, yes.
Looks like the young lady's able to walk off under her own power. That's a beautiful thing. Leopards or Minutemen, we want them all walking off the field under their own power.
So we got some line changes here. Mazzy Miller's going back in. Sammy Beatty and Reese Riley's going in for Louisville. Looked like a handball there on Louisville. I don't know. I guess it was on Revere.
My guess is it must have hit the referee because he has a drop ball right there.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
They changed the rule either last year or this year, where if the ball hits the referee, it's considered dead. So whatever team had possession, they'll give a drop ball to that team. Which is kind of interesting because as soon as the ref drops it, it's live. So
right.
You're trying to get your players to kind of go close that down. Doesn't matter how. Supposedly supposed to be 3 yards away from the ball. Good defense by Louisville there. One of the things you like to see is that you had a second defender after the first one got beaten. Then you even had a third defender after they're being able to step. Their defense was nice and compact where that one person wasn't able to get through everybody.
Here's a nice little chance. We got some speed. Sammy Beatty trying to take it down the sideline. There's a handball. It's unfortunate. See where Page is going to put this penalty kick. Louisville is getting a little momentum here. Got 4.5 minutes to go.
Coming up on 4 minutes left here in the first half. Good D for Louisville there. Missed that one, huh, Coach? Little flick pass would have been sweet.
Hey, when you're a forward and you're in those type of positions, I don't blame them for taking a shot. Well, you're correct. I mean, they did have someone else on the other side. They probably could have played 2v1 on there.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll get yelled at by the coach. Had she had scored, I don't think she would have been yelled at by the coach.
No, that kind of exonerates.
Boys team getting excited on that tackle.
Just under 1.5 minutes left in the first half.
There we go, Sammy Beatty's. Can't quite get to it. It's going to be goal kick. Nice.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the end of the first half as the Lady Leopards trail 2-0 here against Revere. I'll tell you what, guys, it seemed like a pretty good first half. I don't think that the Lady Leopards are necessarily 2-0 worse than the other team. They just had their moments. They weren't able to capitalize on them, and I think that Revere just did.
Yeah, and they kind of got unlucky on that one where there was kind of a little bit of a contact on the keeper. Like you said, could have gone either way with the call there. Just unlucky on that one, and then you had that one girl who got one-on-one situation. She had a good finish.
Well, we're going to take a step away here for just a few minutes, and we'll be back. This is the Straga Media Network.
The Straga Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straga Media Network.
Life is tough. At Notre Dame, Ohio State, and in my life thereafter, I've had to walk through situations that were as challenging as it gets. A large part of my ability to overcome the challenges were the determination and toughness I learned as a Leopard athlete. Your challenge today is tough. They want to push you around and take what's yours. Fight hard and rise to the challenge to show yourself that in years to come, that as your life gets hard, you'll have the intestinal fortitude to overcome. For many years, you have trained and practiced for this moment. And show what you got.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
Cheerleading techniques with Tori. Located at 133 East Main Street, Louisville, Ohio. Call today, 330-573-4580.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
Ankle Clinics. Located in 440 East State Street Alliance and 295 North Ellsworth Avenue, Salem, we offer the highest standard of care in podiatry. We seek to make your visit simple, stress-free, and effective.
And we're back here at Louisville, getting ready for the start of the second half here. We're still at halftime. We have about 3 minutes and 17 seconds left, as the Lady Leopards currently trail 2-0. It was a good battle in the first half, as the Lady Leopards and Revere kind of went back and forth. Then there was a nice play by one of the Revere girls. I can't remember her name, but she made a very nice move en route to their first goal. And then the second goal was on a kind of an unlucky play for our goalie.
Yeah, it was kind of borderline penalty there.
Yeah.
Could have nullified the goal, but I guess the refs didn't see it that way. So,
well, unfortunately, as we all know, having played sports in some way, shape, or capacity, you just got to learn to deal with it and move on.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, Audrey did a great job. She punched the ball and it came back. Tried to get it. And looked like there was some contact there. Kicking her hand.
While we have a second, I want to let you guys know this is the Straggett Media Network. We are now the exclusive broadcast group of Louisville Athletics, and we'll be covering as many games, programs, events, and so forth for the Louisville City Schools and Louisville Athletics. I'm joined on the mic tonight. I'm Rob Johnson, along with Arden Lingenhole and Mark Dillon, Coach Mark Dillon of the Louisville boys soccer team. And in my control center here, I have Jack Horn with us, Big Jack Horn, senior football player. And our eyes in the sky are Matt Novosel. So, again, thanks for coming on with us, guys.
No problem.
We appreciate it very much. Trying to give the programs all the best experience we can and our viewers at home. So we appreciate that. Just waiting for Coach Mitchell. He's down here in the end zone giving the Lady Leopards their final instructions before they get ready for the second half here in about 30 seconds. So, guys, what do you think the keys are, besides obviously scoring 2 goals or 3 goals, to bring the Lady Leopards back in this one?
What I've been seeing is, Revere is very organized. The times that Louisville has been able to get down in their end, you just don't have enough players down there. So if I'm making any kind of halftime adjustments, I'm looking to get some more players forward. Especially if we're going to play a little bit more direct up there, you want to have as many people. It looked like they only had a back 3 at times. So if you can kind of exploit some of the spaces, maybe get a quick switch to the opposite wing. But you're definitely going to have to get some more guys up the field to get more of a threat, so to speak. So we'll see if they make any kind of changes like that. That would be a good starting point to get back in this game, because you're going to need some goals, right? And with Revere being so organized, you're going to have to find some open spacing to get the ball into, but you're going to have to send more people forward.
Well, and I think Coach Mitchell likes to see the ball move up and find feet. We didn't find feet too much in the first half, so I'm looking for him to drive that point home, find some feet, make some moves, and let's get the ball toward the goal.
And one thing that when you do find the feed, it's a lot easier to sustain your build-up and then get those players forward, where versus you're playing long and direct to a person. You gotta rely on sprinting 20, 30 yards to catch up with the play versus a slow build-up and being able to get guys forward in that regards.
Looks like we're pretty much with the same starting lineup. No changes.
Smart play by just trying to run the ball out of bounds there, shielding it for a goal kick. Ref was playing advantage, but looks to pull back the ball for a foul.
That is something hard, is when the ref calls a penalty on an advantage, because like last night, it kind of hurt the boys a little bit, where we had the momentum, we were headed into the goal, and the whistle blew, and you're just like.
I think I don't remember which one exactly what you're talking about.
You just kind of want to let them play at that point. Looks like Lady Leps are playing with a little more energy. I'd just like to be on the other end of the field more so.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Revere does a nice job of spacing and passing.
And they seem to be very well versed at being Johnny on the spot, too. Good hustle here. Was waiting for the call because it looked like she had arms extended there on the play.
Well, I think the boys helped out on that call.
that's why we encourage them to come here. They sometimes get on the referees to get some calls. But it looks like the linesman called that one. Free. So here's a good opportunity to get back in the game. What you want to do is probably get in the box somewhere, find someone's head. It's a little kind of far out for a shot.
Well, Paige had a couple of these last year, and
oh, there she goes.
Hit the goalpost.
She was trying to
she had a
recreate something from last year.
She puts pretty good bend on it.
Tell you what, about 2 feet lower, and that's a goal.
Yeah. I don't think that goalie was getting to that.
No. Like a handball on that.
Been a lot of handballs tonight. I've noticed.
Whoa.
Good defensive play to recover from
That was that was almost a lucky bounce.
Yeah, when the ball's deflecting like that, you just how you react sometimes.
Let's get it out of there.
Another good tackle.
Nice. That was some great defense there.
Here's a little bit of a counterattack.
Oh.
It does look like Louisville is getting some more people higher up the field, or at least trying to. The two forwards aren't as isolated as it seemed like they were last half. So you can only wonder what coach told them to do the second half to get some opportunities.
You're watching Louisville Leopard Athletics.
Comes Natalie. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Good defensive play by Revere.
Oh, she kind of got into no man's land there. We got a call. I don't know what we got, though. Foul on Louisville, huh? I guess he was just checking her out to make sure she wasn't hurt.
As a player, you kind of want to get up quick, because if the trainer comes on the field, you gotta kind of get subbed off.
Yep. It would be nice if Louisville could find an answer here for at least one of those goals right now and work at getting that last one back.
Yeah, you get a goal now, you put a little bit of more pressure on them too, because then they start panicking that, hey, our 2-goal lead is now 1.
Yeah, right now they're a little more at ease as far as killing clock. Yeah, we get a corner kick on that. So Revere will be up on a corner kick here.
If they run anything special.
Oh, they're yeah, caught the post. Man, that was close.
It almost did look like a pre-designed play, because they did play it really long to the person on the back post. Seems like anytime Louisville gets some momentum forward, there's always someone there on Revere to cut it out pretty quickly.
Good job by Audrey. She got out there, made the stop. We got some numbers here.
Gonna have a throw in deep in their end.
Natalie was trying to get a foot on that to direct it. Well, snuck one up the sideline.
We're at the 25-minute mark here in the second half.
That may be a foul you're willing to live with a little bit. It allows your defense to come back and reset. Had she gotten by her, she might have been able to have some her teammates in the box. She was able to get the ball too. Just got to defend this.
Good stop by Audrey. We're going to get a cross. There we get nice defender. Nice defense on that. Got a corner kick by Revere.
Nice job by the Leopard defense
Comes.
to get that out of there.
Revere's keeper's off her line pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And by off their line, I mean at the 20-yard line.
I know we still have a long way to go, but we're about the halfway mark here in the second half. I just feel like the Lady Leps need to get something going here.
Yeah, I'm still going to maintain. Probably need to get some more players forward. Push some guys higher up. I mean, if you lose 3-0, doesn't matter. You want to try to get back into the game, and who knows? Maybe make Revere make some adjustments because they look pretty comfortable back there right now, right? So anything you can do to kind of throw them off their game, show them different looks. Try anything to get back in the game. You never know. I mean, look what happened on one of their goals. They kind of got a fluky goal with a battle with the keeper. You just need to get something in there, and then maybe get some momentum on your side.
Coach is trying to get a little more speed up there. Put Sammy Beatty up front. Brought Reese Klein in. Get the ball up.
Yeah, with some speed. I mean, one of the things you may want to try is some more balls over the top to kind of loosen up that defense. What it may do is it may force them to drop back a little bit. You mix some things up, give them different looks. They don't know what's necessarily coming. If you play one specific way, it's easy to kind of gauge in defense and, hey, this team only plays it long, or this team has a real slow build-up. Switching up your point of attack, how you attack, always keeps the defense on their heels.
Sid Shelton just came in for Violet Lab.
Keep her off of
Oh, I'm sorry.
quickly.
Yeah, Reese Riley came in. Here we got a little bit of
square ball.
momentum.
So kind of see, there's a little bit of a perfect example I was kind of talking about. That was a little bit more direct. Kind of caught Revere a little bit out of there. The keeper didn't know what to do with it. And then we got some guys forward and put him under a little pressure. Had an odd man rush there. So those type of things can we continue to do and get some opportunities. Here we go. Revere having a little bit of the possession here. We need to kind of break this up a little bit.
It's a time killer. Oh.
go.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Should be a corner.
Yeah, we'll have a corner kick, I think. I think Sid was looking for a foul in the box.
Now's when you get all your tall people in there. You know, you're 6'3", 6'4".
We got a lot of those.
Can you sub in some volleyball players?
Yeah.
You know, so typically from here, like you said, if you did have taller people, you can get some in there, get their head on it. You never know what can happen. Looks like they tried to play short. Oh, I don't know if they called a foul or out of bounds. Looks like a kick on the ground. Must have called a foul.
Yep.
There we go. That's a good ball in the middle of the field.
Just a little too far out on that one.
I think that was our first shot on goal, wasn't it, tonight?
I think we had a couple in the first half, but maybe in the second half.
Probably one that forced the goalie to make a save. We had the free kick earlier by Page.
Yeah, Page.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about that one.
But it necessarily wasn't on target, but it was still a shot. Oh, there's a foul.
Yeah.
Probably be a card. Maybe not. I mean, it probably should have been stopping a promising attack there. I mean, if she gets by her, she's in.
Yeah, Lola Lucas had that nice run with the ball. Got tackled from behind.
There we go.
Well, we had two girls there. That was a nice ball.
Just under 12 minutes.
Yeah, corner kick for Revere.
You're watching Louisville Leopard Athletics.
I think, Coach, on their corner kicks, they're looking for this backside girl. She seems to be open. They can get it back over to her.
Yeah, they did it. That was their second time they've looked to go long on it. And it appears they have the height advantage. Sometimes you just want to get into the dangerous area, let your people go up and try to get their head on it.
Mm-hmm.
But until they kind of been working on this. Let's see if they go long again to the backside.
Yeah, number 14 over there looks like she's, yep.
And I don't think Revere's had really any good looks in the second half on goals. So I mean, it's like you talk about those goals that Louisville's given up in the first half. One was kind of a freaky one, and then another, kind of good play by their forward. I mean, that's how close this game's been.
Shot and high.
Yeah, that's probably the closest they've been the second half.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Audrey had to make any saves yet in this half. He says one's right at her from distance. See, there's another one from distance. So I mean,
those are easy
Yeah.
saves.
You'll take those all day.
Yep. It's a good time to throw in a sub, huh, Coach? Kill a little time.
Yeah. I can't say I haven't done that before. Until the ref catches on and they start stopping the clock when you sub every throw.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Looks like it should still be Louisville's ball. Yep. Good call by the linesman. Now we need to get some people forward. There's some space on the back post if we can get another player up there and get kind of exploited up there. So, again, I think I mentioned this earlier before. Now's the time you probably really want to get some people forward. I mean, you really don't have anything to lose with 6.5 to go. But that's also easier said than done. I think Revere's kind of content sitting back there with their 5 defenders too. So
Yeah, it's almost like they're putting a sweeper back there.
Yep. So that again makes it difficult, but it also gives you an opportunity to get some more people forward because it doesn't look like they're sending too many people in the attack, knowing the situation.
Haley Folks coming in, getting a few minutes.
There's your long throw / corner kick.
Yeah.
It's such a weapon. Here we go. Go get it. Oh. Unlucky. That was blocked.
Just couldn't get an open shot.
Coming up on 2 minutes here left in the match here.
Sammy Beatty was trying to get a little piece of that ball.
Tell you what, she's quick. She's definitely got a quick step to the ball.
She's got some jets.
Twenty seconds. Well, guys, not quite the home opener we wanted, but I'll tell you what, Revere was a tough matchup tonight.
Yeah, they got those goals in the first half, and might have been a different game if we could have held them out.
Yeah, they were extremely organized, and they could move the ball pretty well. That was pretty impressive from them. And then, as you saw, probably the majority of the second half, they kind of just choked the game out, right? Kind of difficult to get through 5 defenders on defense. So, but you know, Louisville has nothing to be ashamed of in this game. Like we just talked about the goals that they've given up, and you know, with some luck, they can get on the scoreboard and make it a ball game. So it was a good game considering it's early in the season. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to work on it's a long season, so it's one game of many, and you don't want to peak too early. So that,
That's right.
The thing is you want to be firing on all cylinders at the end of the season, right? Going into the tournament, then you make a deep run into the tournament. So what we saw tonight was, there's some good things that they can work on. So
I think Coach will figure out some things, and it's always hard too, getting people in the right position and getting that front line the way you want it to do some scoring. You got to figure out who your scorers are.
Hardest thing in the game is scoring and putting the ball in the net. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like I said, a lot to look forward to this season.
Well, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on with me. Again, tonight we had Arden Lingenhol, Coach Mark Dillon, Matt Novishell with our Eyes in the Sky, and on production was Big Jack Horn. We had a great night tonight.
Hey, thanks for having. It was a good time.
No problem. I appreciate it. And we appreciate you all for joining us tonight on the air. We had a lot of fun. We've got some upcoming games coming at you. We're going to try to get over to Lake tomorrow night for the Lady Leopards volleyball. Of course, Friday night is the season opener for the Leopard football team, as they will take on the New Philly Quakers. Tomorrow night, obviously, being Lady Leopards versus Lake Blue Streaks in volleyball. And then Saturday, I know we're going to try to get over to West Holmes for the Lady Leopards tennis team. And then we're trying to get some clarification on Saturday's game for the Lady Leopards for soccer. The schedule shows that we're home for, they show at home for at 3 o'clock and then 7 o'clock, but somebody told me we play Nordonia at 7, but I keep hearing conflicting whether it's home or away. We'll let you know about that. As soon as we get the info, we'll pass that along. And if you're interested in being a broadcast partner with the Straggett Media Network, we're still looking for potential advertisers and broadcast partners. Just contact us at the Straggett Media Network. But we had a great time tonight. Lady Leopards fall in a tough matchup with Revere, 2-0. And again, I'm Rob Johnson, closing out for Arden Lingenhol and Coach Mark Dillon. It was a great night. And as always, go Leopards.